New developments tonight in a bizarre stalking case first exposed by the 7 Action News investigators. It involves a convicted stalker who served time behind bars, and when he got out of prison, he sued his victim. 7 Action News investigator Scott Lewis first reported on this case 2 years ago. So, Scott, what's new?
A couple of things. This case has now gone all the way to the Michigan Supreme Court, and justices have handed down a ruling. Also, the stalking victim, Harvette Williams, is pushing for a new law that would significantly change the way the system handles stalkers, and she thinks she can make it happen. Are you finally through with this guy?
Let's hope so. I hope so. I hope this is it.
This is the guy she's talking about, Kevin Gary. He was convicted of stalking Williams and sent to prison for 3 years for violating his probation. And when he got out of the slammer, he headed straight to court.
All right.
Gary, representing himself, sued Williams and the cable network that did a story on her case, claiming defamation of character. At the time, Harvette Williams said this.
This is just another way of harassment and stalking. To me, it's a way to stalk me. He just used the court system to do it.
Gary claimed he had never stalked Williams and said he was railroaded.
If you ever watched the movie Roots, R-O-O-T-S, by Alex Haley, the same way Kunta Kinte proclaimed his innocence, it's the same way I proclaim my innocence. They forced Kunta Kinte to say Toby. They forced me to say Toby to take a plea.
The case was tossed out of Wayne County because it was in the wrong jurisdiction. Gary later lost in Oakland County.
I am going to grant summary disposition as to all defendants.
Then he was shot down at the Court of Appeals. And just recently, this order came down from the state Supreme Court. Appeal denied. Are you surprised that he took it as far as he did?
I'm very surprised that he took it this far. I would never think that after this is the 10th year.
The stalking ordeal changed Williams' life. She set up a nonprofit to raise awareness of stalking and was instrumental in getting a state law passed requiring stalkers to wear GPS tethers for up to 2 years after their release from prison. She was there when Governor Granholm signed the bill. Now Williams is pushing for another new law, a state law setting up a registry for convicted stalkers.
It would act the same way as the sex offender registry.
So people would know who they are and where they are.
Absolutely.
Williams says she's also talking to the staff of U.S. Congressman Gary Peters about having a national stalker registry. I talked with Kevin Gary. He still adamantly denies he ever stalked Williams. He says he's taking his case all the way to the U.S. Supreme Court. So maybe Williams isn't done with this guy yet. I'm Scott Lewis, 7 Action News.